India had to win this one. They were without Sunu Gavaskar today, and they'll be without him for the remainder of the match. India, 395. They need to avoid the follow-on. Welcome to the highlights, and welcome to Nine's Wide World of Sports, the third day of this test match at the Oval, the Cornhill Test between England and India. Just a reminder of what went on in the first 2 days, with England's scorecard reading 594. 208 to Ian Botham, 95 to Derek Randall. He was out in the last over of the day trying to reach his century, and a very good first test century by Alan Lamb, run out, unfortunately, for 107. But Bob Willis bowled the first over of the day in this third day of the test match. He bowled to Ravi Shastri. It's the last ball of the over. No runs are on the board, and it's Tom Graveney and Jim Laker in the commentary box.
On the first runs, good shot indeed by Shastri, turning it very nicely off his legs. Bringing Paul Allett into action down there, but he's not quick enough to cut off the boundary. So a good shot there from Shastri, and that'll do him a power of good. The runs there, and the chase back for Edmonds. Just going to be overtaken by Alan Lamb. That's a good shot. It's a new over from Botham. And Shastri finding a big gap through mid-wicket. Absolute joy to see these two boys in the field. Botham's turn to take a nasty knock round about the wrist, one of those awkward ones. Very difficult to judge the bounce of it. And for a normal human being, that would be very sore, but with a pair of forearms like that, he'll probably shake that off in no time.
And Bob Willis finding the outside edge of Ravi Shastri's bat. And although it's fairly high up, that still not carrying to third slip there with Ian Botham.
There he is, the solitary spinner. Bowls anything like. It could well be his test match here. And he's gone. Well, that wasn't a very good shot. Very short. And it was quite a long time in the air. It wasn't really as difficult to catch as Edmonds, in fact, made it out to be.
I think this almost second bounce in a row took Pensaka by surprise there. And it was up in the air a long time, as Jim said, and Edmonds moving in from short leg picked that up comfortably.
And in fact, as Tom Graveney says, that's an interesting point, because I'm quite sure that was the second bounce of the over. He bowled one earlier. And two bounces not allowed. Quickly off the mark.
That's a bit flashy. Got away with it. And got away with it for 4 runs.
Yes, not really a great shot in the position that India are in.
Alan Lamb, the fielder. Three to Vishwanath, goes to 13. That's a good start for Paul Allett, beating the outside edge of Vishwanath's bat. Derek Pringle's getting through a series of exercises he does just before coming on to bowl. We can assume he's about to have a spell. .50 comes up. 52 for 1.
Beaten again. That came back inside edge. A big appeal going up. Bob Taylor certainly thought there was an edge there. He looks disappointed, but Adelbert having nothing to do with it.
Rish's played the shot. It's come back through the gate. Bob Taylor's gone up for it. It's just barely reaching.
Pringle looking to continue his good work against Fishy. It's the single pushed away quietly to bring up a 50 partnership between these two.
Just a single added by Gundappa Vishwanath to take him on to 31, the total up to 72 for 1, and that brought up the 50 partnership between Ravi Shastri and Vishwanath. A good effort that from this pair, and I thought Shastri played particularly well in the morning session. He's not a recognised opener, and he's doing a job there with Gavaskar injured and unable to take any further part in a game. Here's Phil Edmonds now, bowling the third over after lunch. There's no addition to the score, and Ravi Shastri is taking strike. It was one of those things that's finished up as a comedy of errors, but twice Shastri could have been out there.
And this really is quite remarkable. Shastri goes with the turn, and there's no way it's going to beat Ian Botham. He has a shy at the wicket. Randall has another one. But it goes for overthrows in the end.
That's a delightful stroke by Viswanath. Punched away wide of mid-on. Bob Willis, the man giving chase. Edmonds now to Vishwanath. Single to Vishwanath brings up the 100 for India. 48 to the acting captain and 39 to Ravi Shastri, who's doing an excellent job out there. That's a good shot. Good footwork, took him right to the pitch of the ball. Struck away past the left hand of cover point. 43 now to Shastri and 104 for 1, the Indian total.
And this really is a magnificent shot. A little bit more air from Phil Edmonds, and Shastri picking it up very quickly.
Very good innings. The little man acting as skipper for Sunil Gavaskar. He's reached 50 now with that leg glance The total 106 for 1.
That's a neat deflection again by Shastri. Racing away down the direction of long leg. Over the ropes it goes. And it's a very good 50 for the young opener. Goes on to 50 out of a total of 119 for 1. That's a fine shot. Shastri nicely to the pitch of it, 4 from the moment it left the bat. Beautifully picked his spot, wide and mid-off. And Ravi Shastri moves on to 55.
And once again, Shastri moving out, beautiful shot.
He's gone. Tossed it up high. Vish is not going. The two umpires are conferring. Has it carried? But Pringle, having no doubt it slipped, that he caught it cleanly. And it looks very much as though Hadelberg, after conference, says not out. Well, there certainly was some doubt about that, whether it carried or not. Hadelberg wasn't certain, couldn't see. Asked his colleague at square leg. Shake of the head from him, and the batsman survives. And it looked as though that could have been picked up just about on half volley. And that's out this time. The finger goes up, no doubt at all. So VISWANATH goes LBW to Willis for 56, 134 for 2. And Willis, having come very close to having him out the ball before, finally has his appeal upheld. Fisher going back and across, right in front. That ball just came back sufficiently off the wicket to catch him in front. No doubt at all there. And VISWANATH goes LBW. And that's beautifully caught. So Willis strikes again. Wickets now in successive overs for him. Shastri goes this time. Beautifully caught by both of them. 135 now for 3 India. And Shastri goes for a really excellent 66. Both of them quite close there. You see he's come up several yards. And that went extremely quickly to him, and it really was a magnificent catch. So a good shot off the back foot there by Patil, whipping it through mid-wicket, brings up the 50 partnership.
Short and lashed away. A very robust player, Patil, and he really fastens onto that.
Short again, and that's 4 more. So that cracking shot off the back foot also brings up the 200 for India. 200 on the board, 201 for 3 now with Patil on 40.
great shot. Beautiful stroke. Half century for SANDEEP PATIL. Well, that is quite ridiculous. Quite ridiculous. As the fellow's made 50 and you've got idiots rushing on the field, breaking his concentration, just to try and make a show of themselves. That was very well bowled. Drew Patil into the forcing stroke off the back foot, but there's plenty of extra bounce there from Pringle, and it's got to go down as a chance.
Confirming the old adage, if you're going to flash hard, this ball goes very fast. He has a terrific crack at it. Accelerates the ball off the bat, and Taylor just nudges it past David Garrett's slip. Well, a let-off. Well, there was an unusual little piece of cricket there. I've never seen that done before. Ian Botham, who took the new ball, then threw it all the way to Bob Taylor, who then gave it a thorough going over, as far as I could see, with his sort of dimpled rubber of the glove. Now, whether that was getting some of the lacquer off one side or not, I don't know. Never seen it before.
Two men back behind square leg for the hook. And there it is, in the air. Could have been a trap. It's worked. Botham has got him. And the 12th man has done a marvellous job there, Neil Taylor. Botham set the trap. SANDEEP PATIL fell for it. And Neil Taylor, a moment he'll never forget.
Well, SANDEEP won't forget that either. Really, what a daft thing to do. It's well set. Now, Neil Taylor just hesitated, but that's the right thing to do. Don't come in till you're sure where it is. He's chased in and he's clung on to a super catch.
Well, he varies it with a full toss. And that's put away in no uncertain terms. And he's gone. Snapped up by David Gower. Yaskal Sharma goes. Willis strikes again. And that ball very conveniently pushed into the hands of quite a short gully there. 2:48 now for 5. Yaskal Sharma, the man to go. No change in the field for the new batsman, Kapil Dev. Half a dozen overs for him to survive before close of play. Willis steaming in now, coming in. That looks a little bit more quickly now. And the short ball hooked straight away by Kapil Dev. And the trap's been laid again now for Kapil Dev. Both of them pushing Edmonds way back on the deep square leg boundary. 2 men out. And he won't mind them pitch there. He's got plenty of room on the leg side to put it away. It goes off in the direction of long on, in fact. And another all-run 4. And the last thing that Bob Willis wanted, I think, was a chase down to that far boundary. amidst the excitement. The 250 comes up, 253, now for 5. That's short, and let's see, Edmund's going to get it. No, he's not. But very, very close indeed. Well, it would be really difficult to put that down as a chance. Noble effort by Edmonds. Never easy to pick the ball up in that particular part of the ground. Willis now to Capeldev. Oh, what a good shot. Really magnificent shot, that. There's nothing better than a good length ball. Whipped it away off his legs. And fairly trapped it through mid-wicket. And they really let the bat go there. A beautiful off-drive.
Just 3 more runs added there to take that total up to 284 for 5. A flurry towards the end by Capeldev, 28 not out. Saeed Kirmani, quite a few alarms there, but he's still there on 12. He came in as night watchman and has managed to hang on. But the best innings of the day is SANDEEP Patil, 62. Fine effort that by India, 284 for 5. They still need 111 to avoid the follow-on. The mark there, as far as they're concerned, is 395. And the England bowling, well, they found the pitch no more responsive than did the Indian bowlers. 3 for 54 to Bob Willis. I thought he bowled very well today in the spells he had. Ian Botham, 2 for 52 and a brilliant catch. A tremendous performance from him following on that double century. What a cricketer he is. And what a nice little finish we had to the day, the 3rd day of this Cornhill Test match, when Botham and Capeldev were again in contention out there. Botham, he picked up the wicket and he took that magnificent catch off Willis, diving away at gully. And then he had his own personal battle with Capeldev, who hit 28 in 20 balls. The 2 fine all-rounders, these fellas. Just one little thing. If I were captain of the England side or any side against Capeldev, I wouldn't use the tactics they're using against him now. I think they're just playing into his hands. Anyway, that's just by the way, because I think the magic moment of the day came when the substitute fielder, Neil Taylor, the youngster from Kent, ran in many, many yards to catch Sandeep Patil and pull off the trap that Ian Botham had sprung.
This has been another presentation